Hello everyone, welcome back. We're back with more Mass Effect 3 Shepard Edition.
Isn't it always Shepard
Edition? It is always Shepard Edition, but we are going to do what in this episode? I don't know where we left off last time. I think we have to go to, we have to do
we
some
are
more
on
stuff
Tuchanka, that's it.
We have to do more stuff there. I think we defused the bomb and lost the Primarch Sun in the last episode?
Yes, we did lose the Primarch Sun.
Thank you.
From Jessica from?
Benning. I don't know.
Oh, that was, she's one of that was the one mission that you had to rescue all the, refugees.
Okay.
When Cerberus was attacking.
Yeah,
There was like a splinter group of Cerberus.
Yes, and now we have two missions that we can do. We can either do the Cerberus attack, which is what we will be doing, and then the Shroud facility.
Which has to be one of my more favorite missions throughout the entire
game. But
I
hate it at the same time. For obvious reasons to us, but if you guys have never played it, you won't know until we get there. But we're going to do the Cerberus attack and just get right into it. What we're thinking of doing is from this point on, we're probably going to be cutting out like monotonous crap.
We're for the most part just going to be doing the mission. At least you'll only see the missions. We'll do more of the behind the scenes stuff, like like the stuff on the Citadel and any type of like the finding the side missions and whatnot. Mostly because then we can actually focus more on what's important in the game, which is more the story-driven elements, which happen more on the missions than anything else.
Right.
And if any cutscenes happen on the that are story-centric, we'll show you that as well, so that you can get the full story as well. But for the most part, we're gonna keep it more condensed.
Yeah. So any running around, any side missions and stuff like that aren't story essential, we'll probably just cut. Unless we
know what Cerberus is up to.
How can you tell? His eyes and stuff just don't. Oh, what is it? I saw on Kotaku what Mass Effect would look like if it were in 8K.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
It looks exactly the same as 1080p, only the choice wheel got smaller.
Because it's gorgeous.
A lot smaller.
Well, that's because the game was at least on PC such high resolution to begin with.
True.
And also you couldn't at 8K you'd only be able to truly appreciate it at the same resolution.
Duh. No.
If only you could crouch. Achoo! It's like, damn it. But that's like the same thing when people try to see. Remember when you finally saw the 4K television?
Yes.
And that you were like, it blew your mind because you actually got to see 4K content on a 4K
Which
display.
was weird because there wasn't a lot of 4K content that TV was showing.
No, because not much is made in 4K yet, anyway.
No, but they could have had it looped, which would have been nice. But
it would have been, but
the one thing that they did have in 4K was like cityscapes and stuff.
Oh yeah, because landscapes look fantastic in 4K because you can see the little intricate details everywhere. So you went right into it. Nice.
I'll take it.
I always forget about the grenades in my playlist.
Why did you do that?
Then I think it's time to test this cannon.
Test the cannon.
So activate control console. We'll get the schematics first.
Still works.
Sure. Is there anything else hidden around here?
Back all the if I remember all the way back down there.
Oh god, this is sensitive. I'm not used to this mouse anymore. I swapped out my normal gaming mouse for a wireless mouse just because it's easier to use and I don't have to worry about cables. So I was used to that, and it's a slower movement rate. So now everything is really fast, and yeah.
Just ignore half the story.
We should be good. So let's go back up and actually do something. Activate the console, whatever the command was.
Do this mission quickly. Because this is also one of the multiplayer maps too, which I've always enjoyed this map because of the multi-tiered layer of it all.
And what do you mean they're pulling the plug? Sorry, continue.
Yeah, because of the multi-tiered layer, so this is definitely one of the more fun maps that I like for the multiplayer anyway. And then there's the Nemesis, which I hate. I hate the Nemesis.
Oh, so do I. So much so that they just die.
Play them on harder difficulties. They will kill you, and they are definitely the priority when they show up. If you try to play on like the highest difficulty, you are screwed. They suck because it's like 1 or 2 hits and you're down. Unlike some of the other ones, like the grunts still go down like nothing. The same thing with the engineers. The phantoms are the worst because they will land one-hit kills on you every time.
Well, that's a good thing we're not doing hard difficulty.
No.
Oh, I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's wrong on so many levels.
I know it is, but
it's
oh, hello.
No!
Bap! Where's the thing that we have to...
You just passed it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. They're the two panels on the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to break them open and then...
Oh. Can
I think so. No, apparently not. You have to shoot them.
Oh, I'm not going to waste the
No.
explosive. Which is...
It only takes one hit anyway.
I know, they're all the same ammo too, so...
Alright, I thought it was the two. I guess it was just the one.
If I wanted to be...
Maybe you do need both. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess you do.
Not like it actually does anything.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, there it is. Okay, you did need the
I've
both.
rerouted the power to the main console. Heading back now.
Which is not that hard of a task. I mean, if on harder difficulties, I can imagine that was
Oh, yeah.
much...
I mean, the game... I feel like the game
Oh.
should be played on hard difficulties. The game is... It's story-driven enough that it's already... It's a little too easy just because of that. On the harder difficulties, because the enemies are more relentless, and they have much higher damage output, that I feel like the game is much more worth it on harder difficulties.
Which, although, normally I would do it on a harder difficulty, but since this is a Let's Play, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Oh, I got it through the mail slot! Cool.
If only you could pick up those shields.
That would be nice. So let's get...
Did you even get shot?
I'm sorry, why did you just fall over, sir?
That's like it. That's like when you watch The Dark Knight. There are certain scenes where Batman's beating up a group of thugs, and the one guy just falls over.
Which is always nice.
Yep. And this is supposed to be in the best Batman movie ever made.
Dark Knight?
Yep. In The Dark Knight, there's like a scene or two where there's where one of the bad guys just falls over.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah.
If you go outside, you can see
It actually happening.
yeah.
Get...
Yeah, you could have seen a fire, and then there you
Good
go.
work, everyone.
Then you just have like the light when it hits, because you see the ship, and then you just have it. Just kinda-
Trust us, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in that system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Don't send me.
I'm sending an alliance team to keep it secure.
Good.
They've got a
Which is what you're doing in
You
the
know-
multiplayer.
Thanks to you.
What would be cool is
Good work.
if, like, in certain things like this, they would reassign your war assets. Like, you would lose a certain number of normal Alliance soldiers, but you would gain the cannons, which would be a bigger bonus.
Which is no, I totally agree with that. It's like something that I've noticed. I've been replaying a lot of or at least reading up on a lot of old BioWare games, and it's something that I've noticed throughout all their games. There's no way to lose. And I know that's the consensus with a lot of games, but like there's no bad endings. Like you can't
Except Mass
lose.
Effect 2.
Well, even
When
then-
everyone dies, I think that's a pretty bad ending.
Yeah, but even then you complete your mission though. Everyone dies because it was a suicide mission, but you still win because the base still gets destroyed, no matter
Yeah.
what. You know? So, either way, it still ends the same way like that.
True.
But, yeah.
So, we will now go to... Do you want to do the Shroud facility in this episode? I don't know how long...
I think we should split it.
You think we should?
Yep.
Well, let's see what else we can do in the meantime. Because we...
I don't think there are any other missions that are supposed to be done.
Anything else? We can go to the Citadel, but...
Yeah, but that's all the tedious stuff.
To be fair, though, we've only been going for a couple minutes.
Yeah. That was a shorter mission, so I guess we'll
Just quickly kind of jot around.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is actually our own mistake. I should have had the timer on, but I didn't. Whoops.
It happens.
No big deal.
But then I can continue talking because I like the sound of my voice.
That too.
But it's funny because like if you think about Knights of the Old Republic and Jade Empire, and even
Yeah.
Dragon Age Origins, you can't lose.
Yeah.
No matter what, you always defeat the Sith in Knights of the Old Republic. You always defeat the Empire, the Emperor in Jade Empire, and you always beat the Darkspawn in Dragon Age Origins. There's no way to lose. Your character can lose their life. You can go to the dark side. You can go, and basically just become full evil. But no matter what, you still complete the purpose that you set out to in the beginning of the game. And I wish that in more games they gave you more freedom like that, where you can lose. Like, that's one of the things that I love about XCOM. You can lose. You can just never finish the game because you can lose. And I'm not talking about XCOM Enemy Origin, or not Enemy Origin, Enemy Unknown, sorry. But the original XCOM, like the one from the early 90s, I believe that's when it was released. You can lose. You can have the aliens completely take over your base and defeat you.
Which is always a breath of fresh air.
Exactly. And I wish more games would do that they would spend the time and not just make you feel like you're the hero, but make sure you felt like, oh, there's actual stuff at stake. Because you could die and you could lose. Like, there's this great mod for Skyrim that's the Civil War overhaul, which in the original vanilla game, you can't lose the Civil War in Skyrim. No matter what side you choose, you will win. In this overhaul, you can, during the specific battles, you can go down and you can be injured for the battle, and if your resources aren't, or your reinforcements aren't strong enough, they will lose the hold, and now you have to fight even harder to regain that hold, and also to win the war. And you can lose the war. Like, you choose the Imperials, you can become they can become controlled by the Stormcloaks then. And I wish more games would embrace that, because that adds more variety to the game. And now it's not just getting through the game to get 100%. It's getting through the game to make sure that you have the resources you need.
Right. Well, there wasn't really much to do on the Citadel. I mean, I only went to the hospital, but hey, there's nothing changed, so we're not going to worry about it. So in the next episode, what we'll do is we will go to Tuchanka again and we will do the actual story mission that we have to do in order to complete the story, and we will see you guys then with that little gem of a mission. So we'll see you guys next time.